Hey everybody, welcome. This is Suzanne Gundersen from Screenwritenow, and I help screenwriters to naturally de-stress and get focused into their creative rhythm and flow. And today we're going to be doing a demonstration with Erica Land, who's volunteered on something that I call Neuro-Energy Tapping, which is a self-use acupressure technique that's going to calm the mind, relax the body, and reprogram any stress that you might be having. So Erica, before we hit the record button, I was asking if you might have something that might be niggling you. So step number one of tapping is invite you to think about what that is, that thing that's stressing you out a little bit right now. And just notice how you know that it's bothering you, whether you watch it as a movie in your mind, whether you hear it as a sound or a voice or a noise, or maybe it's even your own voice.
I
Or maybe,
I find like it's like this tightness like right here.
mm,
It's like I feel myself overthinking it. And so it all
yes,
right here.
got it, got it, got it. So just notice that tightness there. Notice all those flood of overthinking thoughts that are going. Notice any emotions that you might have about it. Notice any other sensations other than the tightness. Just notice that. That's always step number one of tapping, is to become aware of how you know that this is a problem for you, how you know the stress. Step number two is to give this experience that you're having an intensity on a scale of 0 to 10. So if 0 means it doesn't bother you and 10 means it really bothers you, what number would you give it?
Um I would say right now it's like an 8
Okay, great.
where it's like this it's just like this annoyance. It's like right under the surface where I
Mm,
can keep doing other stuff. It's not like totally stopping me from, I mean, basically like cuz I'm stuck on how to elevate one of my stories,
mhm.
um and I find the more I think about it, the more blank I get. So,
Right, right.
I just
The more
have to,
stress goes up. Yep.
yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. And so I stop thinking about it, but it's like this hum in the back of my head where it's just like it's not going away. And so I'm just like, stop thinking about it so you can let it flow through. And that's the hard part, is to not
Yes.
overthink it.
So you have about an 8 level of stress. So
Mhm.
the step number three of tapping is to focus on the part that stands out the most, meaning the worst part. What part is just the most like, if I don't figure this out, or I have to figure it out, or I just keep hitting that blank page, or I just can't. When you push up against that, sometimes it makes that intensity number go a little bit higher even.
Mhm.
Then step number four is we're going to tap. And so everybody can feel free to follow along. And then Erica, do what I do. Just start tapping between your eyebrows. Yep. And I want you to repeat out loud and say, this thing that bothers me.
This thing that bothers me,
It really, really bothers me.
it really, really bothers me.
I'm stuck on it.
I'm stuck on it.
And I wish I had the answer.
And I wish I had the answer.
I know I need to find the answer.
I know I need to find the answer.
And then tap on the side of the eye by the temple. Say, this thing that's bothering me.
I'm gonna take off my glasses because I'm like, I keep hitting my glasses. Like, okay, this thing that's bothering me
Yeah, it's overthinking.
is overthinking.
It's that tightness in my forehead.
This tightness in my forehead.
I'm blocked.
I'm blocked.
And tap under the eye, and I have to figure it out.
I have to figure it out.
Something's in the way,
Something's in the way,
and it's really bothering me,
and it's really bothering me,
stressing me out.
stressing me out.
I want to have a unique script,
I want to have a unique script,
and I know something's missing.
and I know something's missing.
And then tap on your collarbone. Whatever's blocking me from understanding the missing piece,
Whatever's blocking me from understanding the missing piece,
it's safe to let it go.
it's safe to let it go.
I'm willing to let it go.
I'm willing to let it go.
I deserve to let it go.
I deserve to let it go.
And then tap between your eyes. This block
This block
from finding the missing piece,
from finding the missing piece,
I easily lift it up,
I easily lift it up,
lighten it up,
lighten it up,
leave it from my forehead.
leave it from my forehead,
And then tap on the side of the eye, clearing all those extra thoughts that I don't need.
clearing all those extra thoughts I don't need,
And then tap under the eye. So the one that I want,
to the one that I want,
the creative one,
creative
the
one,
unique one,
unique
the
one,
one that's going to make this script stand out,
the one that's going to make this script stand out
can just surface.
and just surface,
And then tap on your collarbone, clearing anything in the way of doing this.
clearing anything in the way of doing this.
Because this is a magnificent script.
So this is a magnificent script.
And this one part
This one part
is going to clinch it to be the unique thing that I want.
is going to clinch it to be the unique thing I want.
Yeah. Okay. Grab your wrist, squeeze around, take a nice breath, blow it out, say the word clear.
Clear.
Now, have you ever written a scene or an act or however bigger part of writing that you're just like, oh, I got it. That's the part that just worked out so well. Yes. Like that was the
Yeah.
piece. Yes. Awesome. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how effortlessly that I came to you and you just wrote it out and you're like, this is so great as you're typing it. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just be in that experience and just start tapping between your eyes again and say, I know how to do this.
Know how to do this.
I've already done it.
I've already done it.
It feels so easy.
Feels so easy.
And tap on the side of the eye. It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Figuring it out.
Figuring it out.
Unlocking that part.
Unlocking that part.
And tap under the eye to that unique piece
That unique piece.
that pulls it all together.
Pulls it all together.
That makes it amazing.
Makes it amazing.
I have it inside of me.
Have it inside me.
And tap on your collarbone. I already know how to do it.
I already know how to do it.
And I'm going to do it again.
I'm going to do it again.
And again and again and again.
And again and again and again.
Effortlessly and easily.
Effortlessly and easily.
Because I've already done it.
Because I've already done it.
Okay, grab your wrist and squeeze it. Take a nice breath. Blow it out. Say the word peace.
Peace.
Now go back to the thing that was bothering you and tell me what's different. Is it still at 8? What stands out?
I felt like it became a little less tight and stressful. But then it was funny because like when I started thinking about it coming like in that moment happening, it kind of tightened back up again. So I don't know if it's like I got anxious about that perfection again because I can be a little perfectionist sometimes. But it did help me to kind of like you said, realize I got this and I'm capable of doing this. So so that was helpful.
So what's the intensity that's left?
Well, like I said, I was an 8. I feel it went down to like a 3 or 4. Like so, it came.
All right. Well, just notice that 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm. Like I think if I get in the rhythm of doing that, maybe a couple times, I will just release it.
Well, we're going to do a little bit more. So just focus on that 3 that's left, right? And just start tapping right now. This block. I'm still aware of it.
I'm still aware of it.
All my resistance to letting it go.
All my resistance to letting it go.
Tap on the side of the this block.
This block.
Why it's there.
Why it's there.
All the reasons it's there.
All the reasons it's there.
Whatever's in the way.
Whatever's in the way.
No good reason.
No good reason.
And tap under the eye. So I'm letting it go.
Letting it go.
Whatever it looks like.
Whatever it looks like.
Sounds like.
Sounds like.
Feels like.
Feels like.
I just loosen my grip on it.
I just loosen my grip on it.
And let it go.
Let it go.
And tap on your collarbone, no matter where it came from.
No matter where it came from.
What it means.
What it means.
When I first became aware of it.
When I first became aware of it.
I just let it go.
Just let it go.
And then grab your wrist, squeeze it a couple times, take a nice breath, blow it out, say the word clear.
Clear.
Now go back to the one that you were like, oh, ferociously, feverishly writing, just amazing, all flowing, flowing, flowing. Everything's easy, easy, easy. Take an easy breath there. Just remember how effortlessly that was. And just squeeze your wrist a couple of times and just say the word peace, 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 peace. The best part of that effortless writing. And then go back to the part that was stressing you before and tell me what's left.
I think I feel like it's finally releasing, like, but I can tell there's a nugget of it though, and that's it makes sense because that's my personality. I can be very stubborn.
Yeah, just start tapping right now. I have to be a perfectionist.
Yeah, I have to be a perfectionist.
Doesn't work unless it's perfect.
Doesn't work unless it's perfect.
Tap on this side of there. That's my story.
That's my story.
That's what keeps me stuck.
That's what keeps me stuck.
Tap under the eye. I probably have figured out this unique piece a million times.
Probably have figured out this unique piece a million times.
Just haven't accepted it yet.
Just haven't accepted it yet.
And then tap on your collarbone because I'm a perfectionist.
Because I'm a perfectionist.
But that's the lowest form of standard I could have.
Well, that's the lowest form of standard I could have.
Because it's so fleeting.
It's so fleeting.
Doesn't last.
Doesn't last.
And then tap between the eyes. All the millions of ideas I've had.
All the million ideas I've had.
They're all going to work.
They're all going to work.
I just need to pick one.
I just need to pick one.
And tap on the side of the eye and set the perfectionism aside.
Set the perfectionism aside.
And tap under the eye, clearing out all my perfectionist tendencies.
Clearing out all my perfectionist tendencies.
I'm going to be okay without them.
I'm gonna be okay without them.
I'll be more creative without them.
I'll be more creative without them.
And tap on your collarbone. My scripts will be more unique without it.
More unique without it.
And I'm willing to be okay with that.
And I'm willing to be okay with that.
You grab your wrist and squeeze it. Take a nice breath. Blow it out. Say the word clear.
Clear.
Okay, go back to your good memory of just like writing that one thing that was so awesome. It was effortless. You were just in your flow. It was so good, 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 good. Just take a breath there. Blow it out. Squeeze your wrist a couple times. Say the word peace, 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 peace. Then go back to that thing.
Mm-hmm. Actually, like I think that finally worked. It was addressing that perfectionist piece. Like I feel it feels a little bit more doable now. So
there you go. So run with that, right? So you have like a little crack in the door, kick the door open, run. So if there's some new wisdom that you could give yourself about this thing that was bothering you, what would you tell yourself now about it?
That I don't have to like that if it's okay if I don't nail it, like I might have to come up with a more than one idea. I think I've been so focused on just the one idea.
Right.
And maybe I should just make a list of 5 ideas of like, what is 5 different ways I could try it, you know, and within that might find what I'm looking for.
Just start tapping right now and say, I'm so proud of myself.
I'm so proud of myself.
I let it go.
I let it go.
Now I've got 5 new ideas.
Now I got 5 new ideas
to work with.
And
tap on the side of the eye. Always works out when you let it go.
It always works out when you let it go.
And tap under the eye. It's safe to let it go.
Safe to let it go.
Because it gave me 5 new ideas.
You gave me 5 new ideas.
Or maybe more.
Or maybe more.
And tap on your collarbone. It always works out when you let it go.
Always works out when you let it go.
So proud of myself for letting it go.
So proud of myself for letting it go.
It's going to be so easy to write this now.
It'll be so easy to write this now.
Because I got 5 ideas to explore.
You got 5 ideas to explore.
Or maybe even more.
Or more.
Okay, grab your wrist and squeeze it. Take a nice breath. Blow it out. Say peace.
Peace.
Wonderful. How are you doing?
Good, actually.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Like, feeling motivated to actually go come up with 5 ideas because I was just like, hey, let's go.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for letting me do this with you. And for anybody who's watching, hopefully you were tapping along. I look forward to any comments or questions you have in the video description box below or in the comment section below. And thank you, Erica, for doing this with me. And I will see everybody on the next tapping video.
Thanks, Suzanne.
Thanks.